Coach Jim here at PlayTry. If you're looking to improve your run performance, here are 3 issues that I see a lot of age group triathletes dealing with, and here are some simple fixes that you can do to improve. First one is posture. If you spend a lot of time sitting for work, then your run form probably looks a bit like that too. Your head is probably a little bit forward, your shoulders are rolled forward, and your butt is back a little bit. If that's the case, one of the things that you can do at work is you can take some walk breaks. So stand up from your desk every hour or so for about 5 minutes, walk around, stretch yourself out, get nice and tall. When you start your runs, practice a nice tall posture. You can take one hand, put it right at your belt line, and another hand right on your chest, and practice being nice and tall here. We don't want to bend, arch our back, but we want to practice having a nice tall posture. Number 2 is cadence. A lot of age group triathletes have a very low cadence, maybe in the 140s to 150s range. A low cadence means that we have an increased ground contact time, and when we're running, we're more like bounding or jumping from one foot to the next. We want to decrease our ground contact time and decrease the kind of like jumping that we're doing to decrease our chance of injury. To do that, we need to find out what our current cadence is. And a lot of Garmin watches have the ability to track your cadence. So use your Garmin watch to find your current cadence. And then you can slowly start to work your way up to a higher cadence. There's 2 ways that you can do that. The first way is to use the metronome function on your watch. Set it for 2 beats higher than your current cadence. So if your current cadence is 150, set it for 152. Once you're comfortable running at that 152 cadence, then move on to the next one of 154, 155. The other option, you can't do this in a race, but the other option is to use a playlist in headphones that is set to that current cadence that you're shooting for. The third issue that a lot of age group triathletes have is overstriding. And overstriding is when we reach too far in front of ourselves when we're running and make ground contact far in front of our center of gravity. When that happens, we put ourselves into a really unstable position that puts a lot of torque on our lower leg and our hip and our lower back, which can create some injuries. We want to land closer to our center of gravity and where our shin is a little bit more perpendicular to the ground. Oftentimes, overstriding goes hand in hand with a low cadence and with poor posture. And I've seen people, when they address the posture and the low cadence, actually fix the overstriding. But if you're looking for a drill that you can do as part of your warm-up to help address that overstriding, I recommend A-skips. A-skips are a drill where you are working on driving your arms, getting some high knees, and forcefully pushing that foot down into the ground. And I'll show you that next. All right, to recap, the 3 things that I see a lot of age group triathletes dealing with when it comes to run form. Number 1 is that posture. Number 2 is cadence. And number 3 is overstriding. If you have any questions about these or anything related to PlayTry coaching or testing or one-on-one sessions, including swim lessons, please feel free to reach out to me.